It's up. Whoop whoop. I can't hear you though. No. 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 Hmm? I can't hear anything now. Oh, wait, no. I can hear me, but I can't hear you. Whoop whoop whoop. Oh,
Put capture. There we go. Boop, boop, boop. Hey, there I am.
yep.
Okay, so so now I need you guys to tell me how I sound on stream. That sound good? Okay.
Somebody says mega gay.
I saw Reagan as a big dork. Alright. We fucking did it. Oh my god. Elgato is like the simplest and hardest thing at the same time. Not Elgato, I'm sorry, Streamlabs. It's just like, hey, some days it's super cooperative, some days like, oh my god, it was that simple. Oh my god. We got it working though. Phenorics. Oh god, I spelled it wrong. Oh boy, how do I... Okay, I sound clear, he says. Do. Okay, let me fix that title. Because, oh god, did I... Okay, it's fixed.
But is it?
It's fixed, you just aren't gonna see the update until you refresh.
But is it fixed?
Shh. Okay, let me just... Okay, I'm just... It's like, oh, it's just that simple. Alright, Fino, yeah, Arc is side too. Okay. Alright. Who's that with you? It's Ben.
Hi.
It's Bean. Alright. Okay, I'm ready to start. Oh my god, I wanted to like rip my head off for like a fucking hour because fucking with OBS could either be the easiest or the most frustrating thing. And I was like, oh, it's like it wanted me to log out and just log back in, and that's what fixed it. And then I just had to go to properties and toggle the voice stuff. I'm like, are you fucking serious? Is that simple? I was pissed. Anyways, we are starting. That was... Oh my god, I just... Oh, I just don't know how frustrated I am. There's gonna be a slight delay, but it should be set to low latency.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Unless you have it hit the live button, in which case it should mostly keep you up to speed, but... Alright. Down a little bit. Okay, this better. So is this better now? I turned myself a bit up and I turned the game a bit down.
Yeah.
Okay, this is better. Alright. Boy, am I nervous. Okay, it's better. Right? Oh, here, Chief. I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. That everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you, and your client as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before? In this case, that's completely fucking illegal. Turn myself a bit more, he says. Alright, well... This is as loud as I can make myself. If I put this closer to my face. You mean you knew the defendant before the case? Yes. That's illegal as shit. You would never do that in American courts. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over. My life, everything, it's all over. Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, it's death, despair. Oh, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna die. It sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Nick! Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell him I'm guilty. You're the death sentence. I'm afraid to die. I ain't afraid to die. What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. I can't go without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick. Okay, there's a lot of talking, so I understand if you choose not to speak for every character. Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me who took my baby away. Person responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspaper says it was you. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. Her head got fucking split open like a watermelon. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was an unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school. Oh my god. Our school had to say, when something smells, it's usually the butts. You guys really had fun with the localization there, didn't you? In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. The knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say though, it's usually not his fault, he just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That I own one, which is why I took the case to clear his name. And that's just what I'm gonna do. August 3rd, 10 a.m. District Courtroom number 2. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. The prosecutor. What the fuck is your hair? Holy shit. No, I'm sorry, I'm just...
Mr. Payne.
Mr. Payne. Oh my god. Reagan is probably just grinning. Mr. Payne! No, call me Evil Betty. No one's gonna get that with me and Reagan, because no one's watched Kung Pao. Which you guys should totally watch. It's fucking hilarious, by the way. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your conduct. I get Kung Pao reference. Yes, someone else but me and Reagan actually know Kung Pao. I can't. I'm trying to like read seriously. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Hands shaken, eyesight fading. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case, Larry Butts. I don't know who Mia Fey is. That's a lot of nuts! Yeah. The defense, well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? Well, I know this one. Alright, letter in the case report order so many times. It's... Wait, uh-oh. No way, I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim, of course I know the victim's name. I, just forgot temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. See that fucking button right there? You better push it. Just push the R button to check it at any time, okay? Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I am begging you. Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case? Cindy. Cindy Stone. Really? That's her hair? What is this shit? Winston Payne. Okay, Cindy Stone. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. But he has to say with a question mark because he is not convinced himself. Cindy Stone? The judge is like, are you trying to convince me yourself? Right, now tell me what was the cause of death. She died because she was hit with a blunt object. She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Jojo hair, there you go, yeah. Well then, first, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne. Now it's Betty. Yes, Your Honor. As Mr. Wright was told, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what the object was? The murder weapon was a statue of the thinker. It was found laying on the floor next to the victim. I see. The court accepts it into evidence. Don't you usually, like, have... You're gonna try... Oh my god. Thinker. Usually you would have evidence compiled before you'd have a case. So, like, I'm not super into law, but I do know, like, it's like, no, you'd have evidence before the trial. Right? Oh, yeah. So it's like, this is completely weird. But the guy did mention that the court system is a little out there, right? Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. The evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. I like her hair, though. Use the R button to check the court record frequently. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand. Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh, Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Yes, if you're... Oh, I was not complaining, I just was amused. Mr. Butts, is it not true the victim had recently dumped you? Hey, watch, buddy. What is... He's got this little... Oh my god, his face. We were together, we were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Anthony. Didn't they all die? So it'd be more like I was a Japanese Korean. Okay. What? I'm streaming.
Hey, are we out of 1012?
I don't know.
I want to see more.
Well, I'm streaming.
Okay.
Alright, please close the door. They're more inquisitorial in nature than the music one. I was dumb. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me ever. Look at his eye twitch. That sounds like you're in mad denial, bro. What's it to you anyway? Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies, all of it lies. I don't believe a word of it. Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. I can't do an evil Betty voice. Okay,
What?
yeah, I was actually gonna try doing that for him. Like, it's like, no. It's like I'm already doing like 5 different voices. Victims apparently arrived home from Paris at 7:30 the day before the murder. So I'm pretty sure it's still July 30th. Don't. No. Indeed. She appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies. Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude! We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Bush, what do you think of her now? Right? I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth all the wrong directions. Should I stop him from answering? My client has no idea the victim was seeing other men. The question is irrelevant in this case. Oof. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? The cheating she-dog. I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm going to get to the bottom of this. Let's continue with the trial, shall we? I believe the accused motive is clear, everyone. Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is so not looking good. Next question. You entered the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did. Maybe I... This isn't a Schrodinger question. It's like, did you or did you not? Uh-oh, he went. What do I do? Oh my god. No signal. Lie like a dog? Well, see, it's like this. I don't remember. You don't remember? Well, then we'll just have to remind you. I had a bad feeling about this. We have a witness that can prove you did go to the victim's apartment that day. Well, that simplifies matter. Who's your witness? The man who found the victim's body just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Order in the court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Schwitt to the stand. Really? That's his fucking name? Frank Schwitt, like Frank shit, I don't know. Mr. Schwitt, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is this correct? Oh, yeah, oh yes, newspapers, yes. Oh, Schwitt, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder with your Miyamoto-looking ass. Witness account. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I felt in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was without a doubt the defendant sitting right over there. Frank saw. Oh, really? That's okay. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor. Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones to be working during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Syatt used was one of those. Your Honor, I'll have a record of the blackout for your perusal. Electricity to the Sun's building was out from noon to 6 p.m. on the day of the crime. Okay. Now, Mr. Wright, yes, Your Honor, you may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor? Alright, right, this is it. Here, the real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why you exposed the lies and the test the witness just gave? Lies, what? You was lying? Your client is innocent, right? Then the witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is it your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. You fucking beat his ass, Mr. It's like, no, you can't. You can't do that in courtroom. But, okay. Open the court record with the R button and then point out these contradictions in the testimony. Well, first I should listen to what he says. Wait, let's take it out. Has gone door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing the apartment. I thought it must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it's strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself running over the door inside. Well, how did you know she's dead? I thought to call the police immediately. Oh, the phone. Okay, but you didn't go inside, so how did you fucking think to call? I went to the neighborhood park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. Then he ran, without a doubt, and the fence sitting right there. That's all of them. There must be a contradiction in there somewhere. Examine the court record. Alright, if it strikes you suspicious, then find evidence that contradicts his testimony and present to the court. Okay. Wait, let's press. As a man leaving an apartment at common site, I find it odd that you wouldn't take notice of him. Don't know, he just seems strange to me, that's all. Like he was mad and yet frightened at the same time. Just like a criminal fleeing the scene of a crime. The bench requests that a witness refrain from conjecture. Of course, what the witness means is that the man he saw looked suspicious. So what happened next? I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door open behind him. Half open, you say? Yes, the door was open halfway, yes. I watched for a moment, but no one came to close the door. I thought, in a big city like this, I thought. I see, and what happened next? Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. What gave you the idea to do that? Well, the door was half open, you see. Is it your nature to want to peek? We climb mountains because they're there. It's the same thing. Truer words have never been spoken. Anyone would look inside. Why did Payne cut him off so quickly? Because you don't want your client to seem fraudulent or guilty of something else. You know. So you looked in the apartment. What happened then? Then I saw her lying there, a woman not moving, dead. But how do you know she's dead? Are you sure she was dead? Well, no, I guess I wasn't. But she wasn't moving at all, and there was blood everywhere. I guess that would look fatal to anyone. Very well. What happened next? I felt in fright and found myself unable to go inside. So, you didn't touch anything in the apartment? Yes, I mean, no, nothing at all. Okay, what happened next? I thought to call the police immediately. You thought to call the police? Do you mean you didn't actually call them? Please listen to the rest of the testimony. You thought to call the police, what happened next? However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. How did you go inside? The phone in her apartment wasn't working. Yes, I mean, no. No, it wasn't right. But you said you didn't go to the apartment, or did you? Oh, that, I can explain that. There was a cordless phone on the shelf in the entranceway. I reached inside and tried using that to call. And the phone wasn't working, correct? What happened next? My mouth is dry. I'm doing all these places. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember... Why use a public phone? Well, you see, I don't have a cell phone. And being in the middle of the afternoon, there was no answer at the nearby apartments. Alright, well, what time did you call again? What time exactly? It was 1 p.m. 1 p.m., are you certain? Yes, absolutely. He seemed really confident. 1 p.m. Great. Doesn't that seem strange to you? Where's the evidence to contradict him? Time of death. I want to say time of death, but I'm also kind of like,
Yeah, that's it.
That's it, you think?
How could she be dead?
Yeah.
She died till 1 before.
Well, she could have been struck way before that. It means that she would have bled out. Like, it's like, a human with blunt force trauma, they could either die instantly, or they could die at some point when they're unconscious. But if it was 1 p.m., though, I'm kind of like, if she wasn't dead then, like, why didn't you call for, like, an ambulance? Like, that seems like almost very deliberate. You found the body at 1 p.m., you're sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find it hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at sometime after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? This is trivial! The witness merely forgot the time. That is not trivial. After his testimony, I find it hard to believe. Mr. Saw why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's a really good question. Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one and their whole story falls apart. Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give her testimony again? I guess another... I'm gonna take a drink really quick. It's on my desk, so 1 second. Alright. I'll check something really fast. Alright, let me Alright. I'm pushing the button. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There's a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but you said there's a blackout. That doesn't make sense. Oh, but was it 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. But there's a fucking blackout, though. You still wouldn't have been able to... Just like, go cross-examine them. You know what to do. I've got this one. Cross-examination.
Got it.
I'm just gonna have him press. If I'm buying her the time. You said heard, not saw. Yeah, it's heard. Oh, I saw the byline there. I didn't think to look at anything else. Least of all, my watch. Isn't that a little strange? You say you heard something, but if you were so shocked by the body, you wouldn't hear anything at all. The witness did say he actually heard the time. The ludicrous suggests that he wouldn't hear anything. Have to agree with the prosecution. Witness, continue your testimony. There was a voice saying at the time. It probably come from television. Are you sure it was a television, not a radio? Well, no, I guess it might have been a radio. Incidentally, there was no radio on the premises. There was only one large television, right? I can't put my finger on it, but something about this seems fishy. Something about hearing the television. The witnesses testified he heard the time. Oh, but the 3 hours off, wasn't it? Alright, to explain the gap. Well, witness, can you explain this? I guess that the victim must have been I do. I was just trying to play this statement. The wasting the time was probably come from television. 3 hours off, wasn't it? What? Like I should be watching something when there's no blackout. I don't know if it's the correct statement to apply it to, but this is my guess. Hold it right there. Prosecutors said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery, and this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. The defense of the point. How do you guys, like, oversee this entire thing? Do you have an explanation, Mr. Sott? No, I find it quite puzzling myself, quite. Wait, I remember now. Mr. Sott, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. How is he not? Yo, can't stay as long as I gotta work, but on the old. Don't at me. Okay, fine one. That you seem rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock to find the body. Very well, Mr. Sott. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. Hearing the time. I love how he's gradually breaking down. Actually, I didn't hear the time. There's no power. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it. No one mentioned anything about a murder weapon. You decided to... Oh my god. I can't with this guy right now. Like, how the fuck? How do you... Okay, if you saw the body, you wouldn't have saw the weapon, so it's... This is a terrible liar. Oh my god. Well, like, I'm losing it gradually to even do the voice, because I'm like, how do you make these leaps of logic? What I saw.
Gradually, he says.
Gradually, like, it's not just, like, a slight, like, mudslide from, like, rain. It's, like, a fucking downpour of mud. It's like, oh god, it's fucking everywhere. Let's make cross-examine the witness. Gladly. Hearing the time. Actually, I didn't hear the time, I saw it. That strikes me as a very suspicious mistake. Yes, I can see how you'd be a little doubtful. I'm really sorry, I only just remembered the table clock. A table clock? There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? A table clock? Was there a table clock at the scene? This is the first I've heard of it. Yeah, the murder weapon the killer used it to hit the victim. But you didn't see him get killed! The murder weapon? Yeah, it's the table clock. That was... No, it wasn't. That's what I said. Did you go up in the middle of my testimony or something? Something's fishy here. That must have been what I saw. Why didn't you tell us that in the first place? I guess it just slipped my mind. I'm not really sure how it happened myself. The witness says he saw the table clock. End of story. Now, find the contradiction. No one mentioned a weapon. Murder of the killer used it.
There.
How do I... Okay. Oh! This is the button that brings it up. Wait, just a moment.
Hold on. Oh, okay.
The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was a statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? You with your objections and your evidence! Just who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Sott. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Green. At the witness say, the statue is indeed a clock. The negative switch, you just tilt. That's still very specific detail. Out loud. And it doesn't look like a clock. I submitted it as a statue. My apologies. I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problem with this testimony now? Yeah, I still do. Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was the clock as holding it in his hands. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah, prove it. Prove I went in there. I'll do better than that. I could prove you were the one who killed her. You struck at the clock and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Sott. The sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. The voice was burnt into your mind. That's why you're so certain about the time. What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? That day, I never... Look, the clock heard no, I mean, I saw... Oh my god, what? Fucking... Shut up, I hate you. It was him, I tell you. I saw him. He killed her, and he should burn, give him death. What the fuck? You are guilty as shit. Or in the court, I say, Your Honor, a moment, please. There is no short in support of the defense's claimed. Mr. Wright, Your Honor, you claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is writing on this. I better think it through carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Stott heard was definitely the clock. A fact is there simply if you examine the clock's batteries. Have to examine the batteries. The batteries are in the right way. The clock seems to be working fine. What exactly do you mean, Mr. Wright? The clock was working fine. Yes, and... Oh, I'm sorry, I think it's... Okay. Mr. Wright, I expected more from a lawyer in this court. Here was your first date. I'm afraid I have to penalize you. Okay, so it's like a mistake bar. Witness a reaction to the best part right. Okay, there's a whole case of writing on this, so better think carefully. Okay, try sounding the clock. Let's sound the clock down here in this court, Your Honor. May I have the clock? Yes, the court to listen very carefully. It certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker, after all. So, we heard the clock. What about your conclusion, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11... No, that's like a 3-hour gap. Ah! As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precise and descriptions between Mr. Sott heard the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sott, try to talk your way out of this one. Ha! Okay. Haha! You forget one thing. Uh-oh. What's he talking about now? While it may seem like the clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. He's right. How am I going to prove that? Damn it. That's so close. Mr. Wright. It seems you like it doesn't support your claim. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, this is the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sott. You came all this way down here to testify and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal. Criminal! You lawyers are all slime. I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Not so fast, Mr. Sott. Chief. Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. But Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. No one can prove that. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason, and you have your proof. Right? Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow? Wait. Maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it. Well, Mr. Wright, you said the clock was running slow. Well, she just came in from outside of the country, so it's probably adjusted some time from there. Have you found evidence to support this claim? Of course. There's a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Ha! Tough words. Let's see you pull this one off. Let's see the evidence that proves passport. The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 9 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. That clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard was when you struck her dead and her part was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sott, or should I say, Mr. Did It? Oh, this fucking Frank. Oh my God. Order, I say. Fucking just. Just the Lord. Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness, he he was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. I have to say I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so... I'm doing the wrong voice. Before I thought, yeah, right? I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly and find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. And with that, this court is adjourned. Welcome back.
Thank you.
It turns out that Frank saw it was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. And he left. Mr. Stott let himself do his dirty work. While he was searching her plate, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Stott grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. August 3rd, 2:32 p.m. District Court, Defense Lobby number 2. Whew. I still can't believe it won. Right, good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I have seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen Chief looking this happy. If she was this glad, I imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Aw, Nick. Don't worry about me, I'll be dead and gone soon. Good, wait, no, I mean, bad. Larry, you're innocent, the case is closed. But my Cindy Wendy's gone, man, gone forever. Larry, she wasn't, nah, never mind what to call her a slut. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yes, you. I can practice through the headlines now. Harry Butts in his... I can't. Thanks, I really owe you. I won't forget this ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner, movie, my treat. Oh no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh, hey. Hey, take this as a present. A present for me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this plaque for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick, and she was just playing me for a fool. Doesn't that make you just want to cry? Sob. Larry? Are you so sure? Excuse me? I think she thought quite a lot about you in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me, it's okay. Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't it right? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Huh? Oh, yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? I mean... Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her. Huh? What about that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever, she probably just needed a clock, that's all. Do you think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am, thanks. Hope that made him feel a little better. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things can change depending on how you look at them. People, too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. In order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. You just see him grab her breast. I will never let go. Seriously, they're fucking massive. Like, goddamn, they're huge. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Hey, how about dinner and me? We'll drink a toast to innocent butts. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, speaking of Harry. No, not Harry. You were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him. Yeah, part at least. You'll have to tell me more about it sometime, maybe over drinks. And so my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends. But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us unless you count the clock he gave me." I didn't know it was done. Well, that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. And I promised to tell the chief about me and Larry. It would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. Oh, is it saying that she's dead? Oh boy.
That's the game.
If brand new episodes have been added, they're progress at this point. Hello? This is Maya. Hey Maya, it's me. Yeah, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Sorry, I've been so busy. How have you been? Well, lonely. And it's all your fault. Nah, I'm just teasing. I've been great. I'm finally getting used to having my own place. That's good to hear. Actually, I'm calling because I have a favor to ask. I know. You want me to hold evidence for you? Sharp as always. There's a lot of buzz about the upcoming trial. I just don't feel safe keeping the evidence here. I gotcha. So what's it this time? It's a clock. A clock? Yeah, it's made to look like a statue to thinker and it'll see the time. I thought you might like it. You always like toys. Hey, I'm not a little girl anymore, sis. No, you don't, only teasing. I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out. Sorry. I put some papers inside it instead. Papers? Is this the evidence then? Well, there's a possibility that it might turn out that way anyways. That way, yes. Could you come by the office tonight by 9 to pick it up? I'll be in pre-trial meeting until then. Okay, sis, but I expect dinner, something good. Like burgers. I could really go for a good burger. Okay, we'll hit the usual joint. Alright, it's a deal. Okay, sis, see you soon. Yep, I'll be waiting, ma'am. Conversation recorded September 5th, 9:27 a.m. Faye and Company Law Offices. Now, Miss Faye, I'll take what's mine, the papers. I'm sorry, but I can't give you what I don't have, Miss Faye. You are a poor liar. Why, I see it right over there. That must be the thinker that swallowed those papers. How could you know? Oh, you are not coniferous of my background? Gathering information is my business, you see. I should have been more careful. Oh, my dear little Miss Faye, I'm so very sorry, but I'm afraid I must ask you for one more thing. Your eternal silence. Farewell, Miss Faye. Fuck, she just got killed. Red, white, blue. December 9:08 p.m. Uh-oh, I'm late. Huh? That's strange. Guess she flushed it out at me. She was her sister's coming over, and so we talked about it for dinner. What's that smell? Blood? Mia! Maybe she's in her office. Well, it can't be good. Oh, there's a visual thing? Okay, well... That smell blood. Sob. Sis! Someone's there. Chief! 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 Who are you? The strange little girl got cold. I left her lying on the office sofa. I went back to the chief where she lay under the window. Her body was still warm. I could feel it when I held her shoulder. Then, all too quickly, it began to fade. Till finally she was cold. Chief. Encrusted with dried blood. How ironic that this became the murder weapon again. Shards of glass are scattered on the floor. There seems to be the remains of glass lighting stand. I'll put this here. On her feet. It's hard seeing her like this, but there are any clues here. She was struck on the head with a blunt object. Probably died instantly. You think you're lying next to her must have been the murder weapon. There are some glass shards near the chief's body. It's a piece of glass. Something else seems like a clue here. There's a note. It wasn't there before. There's a load of them. They were written in blood on a scrap of paper. Maya? Did Mia write this? This piece of paper is a from the departed store dated years ago. I think there's enough snooping around for now. I'd better call the police and find out what the girl is doing here. The Gatewater Hotel, a nice luxurious place. Share simple functional design feels pretty good to sit into. Okay, I'm just being sure it's like everything. That girl just now, where'd she go? I put her right there on the sofa. Uh-oh, I hope she didn't run off on me. Peeps! Don't scare me like that. Excuse me, but who are you? It's okay, I work here. Maya Faye. Maya Faye? Maya? So Mia was writing this girl's name. Maybe I should show her the receipt. I thought there'd be a use for rooms like this at the courtroom. Okay, I can't examine her. So like, note little details on her, like what's this, what's that. What happened? She seemed to be in shock. I don't want to disturb her. Excuse me. Can you tell me what happened here? I came in, the room was dark, and sis. So she was already dead. You're the chief. So you're the chief's sister. I'm her younger sister. And you were here visiting this late at night. Yes, she said she wanted me to keep some evidence for her. Evidence? Yes, it was that clock. It was the thinker. Okay. Before Maya died, she wrote a message with her own blood. She wrote it on the back of this receipt. That's my name. Why would she write my name? Please just calm down. Why would sis write my name? Uh-oh, I've done it. I better hurry up and call the police. About the thinker. The thinker, that was, oh sis. You probably shouldn't have asked her about the murder weapon. This was lying next to the chief. I know, I saw it there too. I thought there might be pieces of the light stand. Maybe. Never heard of a glass light stand before. I want to believe I was a defense attorney if I didn't hear this. I'm sorry, I've never seen that before. Okay. You can ask her about it. Okay. Oh, I can't like turn the light or something? Okay, do I just move back into the office? We already talked to her.
I think so.
Okay. Alright, I better call the police. That's funny. The few of the screws on the receiver are missing. Maybe someone was halfway through your talk taking it apart. Police! Please come quickly! What was that? Some scream from the outside window? She's staring right at me. She's holding a phone in her hand. Better not use it. Like everything is written, she's also generating. Small office that makes a good bit of money. Surprisingly, the chief was never good at machines. But all she used this PC for was emails. She picked up this ancient model at some garage sale for practically nothing. She's important documents were packed in here. Where she filed her case reports, recent rulings. The police. Sounds like they're coming this way. Freeze, police! Alright, I'm Detective Dick Gumshoe. See? Gumshoe, what an odd name. We received a report from the building across the way. See, that person think they saw a murder. It must have been that one I saw. Anyway, I don't want either of you moving 1 inch, okay? Great, just great. Why, wait, she wouldn't have now. Whoa. Excuse me. The word "my" here mean anything to you? That's my name. What? The victim drew this here, knowing her own blood, see? With her dying breath, she wrote down the killer's name. Killer? I'm not. Case closed. You're coming down to the precinct, ma'am.
Oh, damn.
What? She's being, like, unjustly accused. Maria's younger sister, Maya, was arrested on the spot. I was taken for questioning and get out until the next morning. My eyes were heavy, but I couldn't sleep. I stayed around waiting for visiting hours to begin at the detention center. I talked to Maya as soon as possible. September 6th. 9:07 a.m. Wow, they have poor Maya locked up like a criminal. Oh. It's you, the lawyer. Good morning. Good morning. I'm so tired. Are you going to be my attorney? Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. It's up to you. Very good, sir. It's up to you. Up to me? Yes, I don't think this is something I should decide. After all, you're the one in trouble here. They're never going to believe me, are they? Even you, when you found me in the office, you looked at me like I had done it. Did I look at her like that? No, I'd never thought... It's okay, I understand. And I've also heard about you. Heard? Heard what about me? I was talking to my sister on the phone the other day. Today was my junior partner's first time in court. Wow, really? How'd that go? It was quite the scene. Honestly, I was on the edge of the whole time. It's been a while. So he crashed and burned? He's a genius. One of those strikes fear into the hearts of evil types. The only thing he's lacking is experience. Huh. Sounds like it was fun. Well, I know who to go to if I ever get into trouble now. I don't know, Maya. I think you might want to wait. Give him 3 more years. That is, unless you want to be found guilty. That's what she said. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to insult you. No, it's okay. It's true, I guess. But at the same time, I can't just sit by and watch. And I think the person who did this to Mia... I know... All for the camera. Guard mines of this room. He has moved an inch. Earl Pro, this guy. It's almost like he's a still image or something.
If only.
There's something I've been wanting to ask you. Yes? What's with the outfit? Oh, this? This is what all acolytes wear. It's my uniform, you could say. Acolytes, like people in religious training. What is it you do? Oh, it's nothing strange, really. I'm a spirit medium in training. A spirit medium? I'm pretty sure that qualifies as strange. Day of the crime. Could you tell me about the day of the murder? Yes. Let's see. That morning I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial. Evidence? Yes, that clock shape, like the thinker? The one Larry made. How could there have been evidence in the case? Right. She said something about that. I remember. Do you want to hear it in her own voice? Her own voice? Yes. I'm pretty sure our conversation's on my cell phone. You recorded it? Yeah, I forgot how to delete those things. So you say you have a conversation with your sister on your cell phone? Let's hear it. Right. Oh, I just remembered that detective took my cell phone. Sorry. Oh, right, of course. Next time I see Detective Gunch, I'll ask for it. I'll write you a note so you don't forget, okay? Sure, thanks. Symbol. Spirit mediums. So you're an acolyte, or medium in training. That's right. The Fae family, essentially the women, have always been very sensitive to the spirit world. Wait a second, you said the Fae family? So Mia's into the stuff too? Of course! She left the mountain to follow her career, she said. Her powers are first class too. I had no idea. Wait. What? So you're a real honest to goodness spirit medium with ESP and all that? Yeah, and training. Well, can't you contact me a spirit then? You can just ask her who killed her. I'm sorry. I'm still in training. I could do something on that level. I thought that would be too easy. Something the matter? I was wondering, could I ask you a favor? This is the address of the famous lawyer. My sister gave this a long time ago. If I was ever in trouble, I should call him. And while I'm in trouble, do you think you can go and ask him to represent me? Do I refuse or accept? Let's save.
Not sure.
Let's save. I'm sorry. I think this is the kind of thing you should really do yourself. You're right. Something wrong? Actually, I asked the police to contact them and they tried calling a few times. Nobody could get a hold of them. They couldn't find him. They had no one left to ask. Say, what about your parents? Okay, don't worry. I'll go ask them for you. You will? Thank you so much. I'm just worried that will happen if I can't find them. They told me that if I don't find them, the state will pick an attorney to defend me. Well, when will that happen? They're giving me until 4 p.m. this afternoon. Your business on journal, so you better hurry. Alright, I'll be back. Damn it. You're telling me what? No, that's okay. Get used to it, let's see. Okay, so this question might be a dead end until I get the phone back.
Yeah.
Okay. The lights are off and I can smell blood. Oh, no, she's actually going on. No. Okay, the lights are on and I can smell blood. Then I found her, my sister. Thanks, Maya. That's all I need to hear for now. Okay, boss and very defense. There's like good character profiles. Let's go with police officers. They're so busily searching for clues. Hey, you there. What's the crime scene, pal? No trespassing. Oh, sorry. Don't I know you from somewhere? Wait, you're the Butts guy, aren't you? No. Phoenix Wright. How could anyone mistake me for Larry? Oh, I guess I got the wrong name, Mr. Wright. Sorry about that. That Butts guy, he was a killer. And you're no killer, right? He was a proven innocent. Right. And you were... Detective Gumshoe. Gumshoe, wasn't it? Dick Gumshoe. Right. At your service. Hang on. That's Detective Gumshoe to you, pal. Anyway, get the name right. And don't go call me Dick. Hey, Dick, get over here. Yes, sir. Be right there. You're her lawyer, right, pal? If you got business here, you'd better do it quickly. Whew. He thinks I'm Maya's lawyer. First, I should present this. I was wondering, did you see Maya's face cell phone? Oh, I have that. Do you think I could give that back? Sure, I mean, wait a second, pal. Tricky lawyer. Uh-oh, he's on to me. Tell him straight. If I tell him what I want, there's no way he'll give it to me. Something's the matter. Oh no, it's just, detective. Nope. I know nothing, pal. That cell phone has a lot of numbers on it, like her boyfriend's. The cell phone holds a lot of little girls' sweetest and spicy secrets. You're trying to confuse me. Sorry, pal, I already checked all the numbers in memory. Impressive, you're quite the detective. Uh-huh. Oh, here, you can have the phone back. There aren't any suspicious calls recorded in there after all. Seems you didn't notice their recorded conversations. Okay, now I can just bring that back to Mayo. Like the court record to hear the recorded conversation. Okay, there's a zoo. Can't see the notes of recorded conversation. I was wondering, do you know anything about this? That statue? That's the murder weapon. Well, he thinks the clock is just a statue too. I'm starting to wish I'd never seen this thing. There was birthing class at the crime scene, right? Oh, that? There's like a glass stand next to the victim fell over. Glass shards are pieces of the broken stand. Yeah, no, it's not the killer. Are you sure that Maya wrote it? That Mia wrote it herself? Given the condition of the writing, it's hard to say if it's her handwriting or not. But there's no proof that Mia wrote it. Oh, it could be like a fucking threat to the sister.
It could be.
Oh, that's interesting. Who's messaging me? Yeah. Back to about Miss Faye. Did you do an autopsy? You want to know the results, eh? Now, don't you look at me like that, pal. It's no use. She might have been your boss, but it doesn't mean you get any special treatment. Alright. You can see the report, but that's all. Very helpful. Here's death. December 5th, 9 p.m. Single blunt force trauma. Death was instantaneous. Holy shit. It was instant.
Instant.
It was instant. About my, yeah, I'm looking forward to the trial. Sorry, pal, but this is the one trial you aren't going to win. Why do you say that? See, put Prosecutor Edgeworth on the prosecution. Edgeworth. I'm sure you know what that means. You're being a lawyer and all. Guess I've got to ask the question I need to. You all done, pal? Yes, thank you. I'll be heading out now. Oh, wait. One more thing I wanted to mention to you. I don't suppose you're planning talking to the witness. Anyway, you better not. No influence the witness with your literally ways, pal. She is so in on it. Like, I just feel it. Come to think of it, I had completely forgotten about it.
Mr. Krabs?
The witness? Yeah, Miss April May.
How about doing it now, Mr. Krabs?
April May is just... I can't. April May. I'm sorry, that got me a little... I'm sorry about this. I can't tell you anything about her. Well, you just told me her name, Miss Mayha. So you're sending her home already then? You're trying. You're literally tricked on me now. She's not to go outside her room until the trial, so she's still in the hotel across the way. Guess I should know better to try to get in touch with to leak information. You got that right, pal. I had to pay the visit with April May. Where's Edgeworth? Prosecutor Edgeworth. That's right, pal. Mr. Miles Edgeworth himself. Wait, you do know him, don't you? Of course not. I've never played this series. Never heard of him. Whoa! And you call yourself a lawyer, pal? About 4 years ago, this other guy became a prosecutor at the age of 20. So he's only 24. Everyone says he's a genius. Surprised you don't know him. Of course I know him. I was just playing dumb. He's a cold, heartless machine who'll do anything to get a guilty verdict. There are rumors of back alley deals and forged evidence. Holy shit. All I know for sure is that Edward takes crime with an abnormal passion. I imagine. Oh my god. The way to describe him.
Damn.
Like, it sounds like this. He sounds like a fucking Ishgardian judge for anyone who's played Final Fantasy 14. Like, if they even think you're slightly guilty, it's like, no, you get to fucking get thrown off the bridge, or you just get burned. And it's like, oh, you think they're innocent? Then fucking fight me in combat, bitch. And that's literally how it works in Ishgard, and it's great. It's terrible, it's great. Go play Final Fantasy 14. I never imagined. I can't. Now I just picture him as the fucking. God, who are the elf people again? I don't remember them, but I just pictured this guy as one of those pointy ears.
The Gajanians?
No. They're like the elf people. Alright. Pressburg Law Office. Oh my god, I have to look this up right now. I'm literally stopping streaming for a brief second so I could look up a fucking race name for a game I don't play anymore. It's like on the tip of my tongue and I just don't remember races. Oh my god. I don't want to go to the actual site. Ellison. There we go, it's Ellison. Okay. So, sorry about that. Okay. Get my so Crossburg Law Offices. Stick at our hotel room 03. Oh, well, hello there, handsome. Hi. Smooth, right? Real smooth. You're the lawyer, aren't you? Detective told me. He said, don't say anything to that lawyer, pal. Mental himself, thanks to Gumshoe for making my job harder. Geez, this is not like something out of a movie. What is that pose? That's like the most e-girl pose I saw. And this is from like a 2001 game. Ew. I'm so excited I can hardly contain myself. Oh, let me go freshen up so I can look for the beautiful eyewitness. I paid the lawyer that had to cross-examine this one. I paid the lawyer that had to cross-examine this one. What is that? Oh, there's a screwdriver stuck in the drawer. I wonder what's inside. Let's take a look. Hey! What are you doing? No touching? Oh, bad boy. You really shouldn't fire in other people's rooms now. You wouldn't want to make me upset, would you? Upset? I thought she was going to explode for a second there. It's almost like she's guilty as shit.
Almost.
Cracking my shoulder. I did too much exercise, I think. Gonna do it. What you witnessed. Do you think you could tell me something? I need you to describe what you observed at the time of the incident. Oh, observe, incident. He sounds just like a lawyer in the movies. I like a man with big vocabulary. Okay. Not saying anything. Better not encourage her.
You have to.
You know that thing that occurred happened already, the bad thing? What did you see when it happened? I don't suppose you could tell me about it, pretty please? Let me see. Well, dream on. If you want to know, you'll just have to come to court tomorrow, Mr. Lawyer. Oh boy. Listen to me. Could you just... Who exactly are you? Oh, Mr. Lawyer. Are you hitting on me? No. Hey, I'm just doing my job here. You know you're cute when you blush. Believe me, this is the first time in my life I've blushed this much. Right. Can you just tell me what is it you do? Well, no. And you had a little hopes up, didn't you? Oh boy. This room. I see there are two big glasses on the table. Someone's staying with you here. Oh, what an amazing power observation. Must be one of those famous detectives like on television. Oh no, not me, I'm just a lawyer. Say, Mr. Big Detective, why don't you go look for clues in the garbage, Miss May doesn't like nosy little lawyers. Oh boy. I really should be showing evidence. Excuse me, but I'm a witness, police witness, you understand? How can I possibly give you innocence in good conscience? Me, the witness, and just like in those movies. Okay, so she's gonna say the same thing for each of these. Okay, that's still... I'm just doing this, even though it doesn't make sense. Just to see if there's anything different. It's literally a badge girl. But there's... Chicken inside the room pretty clear from here. It's a little difficult to recognize the facial assistance though. Bottle of 2 glasses are on the table. Someone must be staying with her. Ah, still same painting. Wait, should that be still life? Whatever. Hang on the wall. A simple bed. Recently made nothing eye-catching here. The flowers are fake as expected. I know some flowers and tulips, but that's about the extent of my floral knowledge. Maybe later. Okay, so I'm playing. I should come back later. Seems like Mr. Glossberg is out. Well, I should just wait here for him to come back. Ahem! That wasn't the most over-the-top clearing answer I ever heard. So you're the one they say has been looking for me. Yes, that's me. He looks even grander than I imagined. That badge in your collar. Ah, so you're a lawyer. Are you now? Yes, well, yes. And what do you want? I'm not particularly busy these days. Please proceed. Not busy, then how come no one can get in touch with you? Something the matter? You came to see one and only Marvin Grossberg. Did you not? Well, here I am, boy. What do you want? Out with it. Well, sir, actually, it's about Maya Fey. Ah, yes, Maya Fey. Go on. It's a strange reaction. Cha-cha. I'm really quite busy here, so you just said you weren't. I can't go taking case on days. No, it's quite impossible. Wait a second. How do you know the trial is tomorrow? Anyway, I'm afraid it's entirely impossible for me to represent her. Sorry, in a discussion. What's going on? He refused me before I even had a chance to ask him. What do I tell Maya? He has been bugging me ever since I stepped in here. Oil painting is so thick, it's practically giving me a stuffed nose. The price is nothing to see in the air for that matter. Table for clients. An elegant oak. Here's if I'm not mistaken. Solid gold. Even now you can tell someone here's got money to burn. That's a potted plant. No idea what kind of plant it is, but it's probably the most expensive one available. It's solid mahogany desk. It was been polished to a deep luster. Expensive looking mahogany bookshelf. That's really weird because I thought it was highlighting the lamp. But funny, they don't look like they've ever been read. Almost sounds like a fake or something. Down on the elephant.
Leave that elephant in the room.
No, that's probably a bear. I was just squinting. Yeah, it's a bear with a bass in its mouth. It took me a second. I'm like, he's not gonna budge on this. How could you just refuse like that? Please tell me why you won't take the case. Well, she's just, I'm busy, you see. Well, the client is Mia Faye's sister. Mia trusted you. She knew her sister would be in good hands. Yes, of course, I knew of that. However, I'm sorry, but I must refuse. Sorry, goodbye. Creep. Fine. I don't have time to argue with you anyways. I'm gonna look elsewhere. Grumble. Think not. Did you say something? I think not, I said. What do you mean? I'm terribly sorry, but I'm afraid that no lawyer worth their salt will take on this particular case. Terribly sorry, my boy. Why? I cannot say it. You've been threatened by something, I'm guessing. I beg your pardon, but could you leave? Now, I have nothing more to discuss with you. What's going on here? How do you know Mia Faye? She worked here a long time ago. Right, the princess, that one. Learned my techniques in the blink of an eye. She left one day quite suddenly. She had a mission, you see. A mission. You could see it in her eyes. She followed it with a burning passion. Never looked back, that one. The painting. That's quite a painting. Ah, you've noticed. It's my pride and joy, impressive, isn't it? Well, isn't it? The color of the sky, the hue of the sea, the weave of the straw hat. It's worth at least 3 million. I have no intention of parting with it, of course. No, I won't sell it. Not even to you. I wasn't interested. It's not for sale. I'm not buying. Jeez. I feel like that painting was bugged with something. Like, he is afraid for his life.
I can't remember.
Don't spoil it. It's just my guess. Okay. Hey, oh, you're back. Did you find the lawyer? Well, what do I tell her? Well, you see, just be honest. I really don't think you should use that guy. He didn't seem healthy. He was all skin and... fucking lying his ass on skin and bones. What really happened? You don't mean he refused to help? I see. I've been abandoned then. Okay, hey, I got your cell phone back. Oh, say, can I listen to my sister's voice? Maya's eyes closed. She listened to every word with such intensity. Before long, tears began to roll down her cheeks. Thank you. What about your family? I only had my sister. My father died when I was very young, and I don't know where my mother is. Don't know if she could still be alive. The women in my family have been maidens for generations. They say a lot of spiritual power runs in our blood. About 15 years ago, our family was involved in an incident. There was a man, he ruined our mother's life. Ruined. After that, she disappeared. Several years after that, my sister announced she'd become a lawyer and she left the mountain. So you live by yourself. Yes, I've gotten used to it. Oh, also, I had to become independent or I'd lose my powers. I feel bad for her all by herself on that mountain. Your mother's enemy. So, who was this man who ruined your mother? About 15 years ago, there was an unusual murder case. It made quite a stir, everyone was talking about it, apparently. The police were running out of ways and they were getting desperate. Wait, they didn't use a spirit medium, did they? The police convinced my mother to try to contact the victim. Wow, so what happened? The case was solved, we thought. You thought. The man my mother helped the police capture was innocent. The police consolation with the medium had all been carried out in secret, of course, but a man found out about it and leaked it to the press. He told all the papers that my mother was a fraud and the media jumped on it big time. My mother, became the laughingstock of the nation. I see. White. Excuse me, White. That was his name. My sister told me. White. Just a little longer now before the state appointed lawyer comes, I guess. 4 p.m. time's up. What should I do? Do I just leave her and go home? Defend Maya? Let me see, because I'm curious how this will change things. Defend Maya. I made up my mind. I'm going to defend you whether you want me to or not. Why? Oh, why? Well, I can't abandon you. No one is sad as a person without any friends. I know, I've been there a long time ago. Aw. Why did I become a lawyer in the first place? Because someone has to look out for the people who have no one on their side. Aw, that's a good reason. Maya, I won't abandon you. You can count on me. That's so kind of you. I'm not gonna do sniffing sounds, I'm sorry. I'll do voices, but I'm not gonna do like a fake sobbing. Well, let's fight this one and get you out of here. Alright, thank you. So she smiled that way, she looked like an entirely different person. And one last question, you're innocent, right? Yes! And I trust you. So you trust me too, okay? It's a deal. So what next? There's something that's been bugging me. Just what was inside that strange woman's drawer? It was when I tried to look in the drawer that she got all defensive. There has to be something in there. Okay, I have nothing else I could do here. So I could either go to the... Looks like the detective gun she has gone home. The police are still keeping busy in the chief's office. When it's time to talk to me, guess I'll head out. Mia's desk, perfectly clean as always. The only thing it's missing is Mia. Aww. There's a horrendous amount of legal books here. It's scarier still that Mia probably read all of these. An old movie poster. Apparently, this was the first movie that made Mia cry when she saw it. I'll check it out one of these days. My favorite potted plant. I guess I'll have to water it now. Oh, it's so sad. The sky is blue, and so am I. There's a hotel right across the way. Move. Good afternoon, sir. Excuse me, you are... I beg your pardon, sir. I'm the bellboy of the establishment at your service, sir. Oh, right. I just come to deliver room service, sir. Do you know where Miss May might be? I believe our guest Miss May is currently using our facilities. There's no need for the I'll be able to take my leave. Please stay as long as you like. Enjoy. Yeah. Wait, no, hey. Why does it seem like every time I come here I end up embarrassing myself? Wait, now's my chance to snoop around a bit. Oh, I almost forgot. You came back quick. I'm going to ask you to inform Miss May that there's a message for her. Please tell her that Mr. White, a Blue Corp, phoned. Oh, right, sure. Mr. White, a Blue Corp. Where have I heard that before? What? That was his name. My sister told me. White has named the guy who ruined Mia and Maya's mother. Could it be a coincidence? Okay. There's a screwdriver sticking out of the half-open drawer. Now's my chance to see what's inside. What do we have here? A wiretap, What would a woman like her be doing with a thing like this? Wiretap add to court record. There is definitely some suspicion about Miss May. Why would she have something like this in her room? There's a story behind all this, I know it. Alright, I'll be using this bit in tomorrow's trial, that's for sure. For Maya's sake, I'll get to this one's bottom. Wait, I mean, you know what I mean. This one's bottom. Oh, Malfoy's still around? Oh, time to scram. I look forward to taming with you tomorrow, Miss May, in court. To be continued. Oh, there's a lot of save slots. Alright, I'm gonna take another drink really quick before we start court. Alright. Alright. Court is now in session for trial of Miss Maya Fay. The prosecutor is ready, Your Honor. Okay, I guess that's Edgeworth.
Yep.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth. I'd better not show any signs of weakness today or he'll be on me in an instant. Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement. Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Fay, was the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder, and we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor. I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin then. If I may call our first witness, Your Honor, the prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court. Sir, my name's Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of the homicides down at the precinct. Sir, Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. Very well, sir. Let me use the floor map of the office to explain. Alright. The body was found by this window here. And the cause of death, loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the thinker found next to the body, sir. Was it heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even McGrill's hands, sir? The court accepts the statue's evidence. They're still calling it a statue. Okay, floor plans, action court record. Now, detective. Yes, sir? You immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why? Yes, sir. I had hard evidence she did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please testify to the court about this hard evidence. Maya Fey's arrest. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There are two people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why, we had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. The very moment, you say. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examine what? I couldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony. Whoosh. Smack. Hey, Maya just threw something at me. What's this? My sister couldn't find any contradiction of witness's testimony. She would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It worked lots of times. I should have expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. Alright, let's give this a try. Something the matter? No, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. Who did you say you got the call from? Hey pal, don't play dumb, you know who. The call was from a customer at the Gatewater Hotel right across the crime scene. Okay, I pressed, not sure if it did much though. Right, please continue. There are two people there already. Detective Gumshoe, how long would you say it took between you receiving the call and your rail to see the crime? Right, I'd say it was about 3 minutes. That's pretty fast. Our motto this month is quick response. That's how I got there before the killer got away. Indeed. So tell us who the two people you found on the scene were. Yes, sir. I thought that's my and the lawyer Miss Pink, right? Are you absolutely sure it was us? Listen, pal, your dumb act will only get you so far. With her funky hippie clothes and your spiky hair, you should stand like suspicious people at a crime scene. Well, he doesn't complain about her. She's pretty unmistakable. I should pick up my points to press a little more care. I made alerts in my face. Why is that? What's your reason? Why, we had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. People already there. Hold on just a second. Yeah? If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it, correct? Huh? Did I say that me? I heard you say it. You did say it. You said it. Exactly what about the suspicious woman in pink claim was hard evidence? What? Miss May isn't suspicious, and she sure isn't in pink, pal. She sure isn't pink, pal. Well, I guess she is pink. That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more self other than her claims, Detective? I guess Preston can have his advantages. Yes. Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor, sir. Harrison, I should have told you about first, Your Honor. Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again. Of course. Hard evidence. After securing
Surprise.
the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memento in a piece of paper. Memo. I said memento. That's incorrect. Memo. Written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. The word "my" was written clearly in blood. I just would also the victim. The victim's blood. That the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. How do you like that? That's my hard evidence. Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective. Your Honor, why did you testify about this vital piece of evidence the first time? I know, I'm real embarrassed. I forgot about it, Your Honor, sir. Try to be more careful. Very well. The defense may begins cross-examination. Fucking judge is like, I swear to God, I'm gonna beat your ass if you do this shit again. Securing the solicitor, I didn't see the crowd of my own. And did you find any evidence? Now, don't jump the gun on me, pal. Just listen, I'm getting to the good part. I got a bad feeling about this. Fundamental. Alright. Just because you found it next to the body doesn't mean the victim wrote it. Oh ho! And who did write it, smarty pants? Ooh, the killer. The killer! Anyone could see that. Oh. You're saying the killer wrote her own name. Buddy, please. She was framed. Hold on. If that's the case, where's your evidence? I guess that was a bit of a tall order for you. Those without evidence shouldn't open their mouths, Mr. Wright. Yeah, pal. Well, Detective, tell us what was written in the memo you found. Do you have proof it was the man who wrote that? Of course I do, pal. Uh-oh, you sound pretty confident. That might not be good. So that the blood was the victim's. What kind of tests were these again? What kind of, well... I heard they take the little bits in the blood to our hemoglobins. If we just decide this matter, pal, I know I took a blood test. Yes, that was quite clear. You may continue with the testimony. Thanks, pal. I mean, Your Honor, sir. Detective Gumshoe? Yeah? I look forward to your next evaluation. As should you. Oh. Fucking like... Right, where was I? There was blood found the victim's finger. On which hand was the bloody finger, Detective? The right hand. So, she was right-handed. Aha! Nice try. Uh-oh. I guess it wasn't so hard to see what I was getting up there. Actually, the victim wrote the killer's name. Detective Gumshoe, do you get a lot of cases where the victim actually writes the killer's name? Sure, it happens all the time in books and movies. This isn't a movie, Detective. Let's talk about reality, shall we? I guess. I haven't heard of many cases now. Don't you find it a little odd that the victim would write down a name, a special name of her own sister? Yeah, actually, you got a point, pal. Stop right there. The witness' opinion on the matter is irrelevant. The facts are clear. The victim wrote down the name of the accused. The victim told us the name of her killer. But you don't know if it killed her or not. Order! That didn't go so well. That's right. What he said. That's his whole history. Okay. There has to be a contradiction somewhere. Let's find it. Wait, I didn't see the frame. paper next to the victim's body. Well, it's not exactly a memo. The word matters written clearly in blood. The blood was the victim. Also, there was blood on the victim's right finger. Okay. Death was instantaneous, so how could she have written it? How could she have written that if she died instantly? Detective Gumshoe, there's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You say that the victim, Maya Fey, wrote this note that she was accused of defendant Maya Fey. That's really what you're. I'm pretty sure I meant to say Mia, but the second one's definitely Maya. That's really what you're saying. What? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course you wrote it. Who else could have? You have it backwards, detective. Backwards? The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department detective. Immediate death due to blow from a blunt object. She died immediately. But no budding your way out of this one, detective. Order! Defense is the point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have had time to write anything down. Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain an autopsy report? When? The day after the murder? That was the day after the murder. The prosecutor's point being, that autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. What? A second autopsy was from yesterday at my request. Death was almost immediate due to the blow from a blunt object, but there is a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received the results this morning. No way. Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine the victim didn't have time to write Maya. That is all. I see. Damn you, Edward. I should have known you'd have something up your sleeve. Why, Mr. Wright, you look shocked. Something you want to say? I don't think it matters what I say. Mr. Edward, I've heard there's nothing you want me to get your verdict. What rating can be possibly had to request a second autopsy report? Mr. Wright, the defense will refrain from personal attacks on the prosecution. No matter, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, say what you will, the evidence in this report is undeniable. Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood. The court accepts the evidence. The evidence after being had. Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer. I suppose that's the obvious conclusion, yes? Darn, this isn't good. The prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. Let the witness, Miss April May, take the stand. Exactly what part of her is innocent? Right? This fucking e-girl. Witness, your name, please. April May. After service. I don't like her.
No.
Order. An introduction should not create any reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from wanton Lincoln. Oh, yes, Your Honor. This is not good. She already captured the heart of every man in this courtroom. Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5th when the murder occurred? Oh, gee, I was, like, in my hotel room. I checked in right after lunch, and this hotel directly across the Fay Company law offices. That's right, I'm not. I'm sorry. You cannot pay me enough to say that. Please testify to the court about what you saw. She is guilty as shit. It was like 9 o'clock at night. I looked out the window, you know. And then, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. One attacking her was that mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman, like, dodged to one side and ran away. But the girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. The woman with long hair, she kind of slumped. Then, that's all I saw. Every little bitsy. Oh, hate her. Hate her.
No, do it.
Well, Your Honor, I see it is remarkably solid testimony. I don't need to trouble the witness with any... Wait, Your Honor? Yes, Mr. Wright? What about my cross-examination? I thought the witness's testimony just... was quite firm, didn't it? No, head... Look at her face, not her chest. Mr. Wright, I understand you were understood, were you not? You must know her techniques well. Look out the way of finding tiny flaws and perfectly good testimonies. Hey, how dare you? Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness? Yes, I'm doing it.
Of course.
I'll gladly pursue with the cross-examination. Well, because I have the feeling Ezra doesn't want me to. Just some kind of weakness. Very well, you may begin your cross-examination. It's like 9 p.m. Why do you do that? Why did you do that? Huh? Why? Like, why what? Why did you look out the window? Were you expecting to see something? Oh, well, he... What, that's it? She can't get out of the question that easily. I sort of, you know... I had a feeling... It's almost like you're trying to set up someone else for murder. That's a little harder than this one. That's right, but not this one. Surely you must have had a reason to look out your window at that time of night. Mr. Wright, I will not have you badgering my witness. Badgering? You insist on needling her with these trivial questions. I really don't think it should be allowed. Yeah, stop them. Poor girl.
That's
Order!
sexist.
Mr. Wright, you have been warned. Poor girl. What about poor me? You look out the window. What do you see next? Saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The woman with long hair. That was Mia Fey. Slender sort of well, some people might say pretty, if that's your thing. Your thing. Bitch is a lot prettier than you'll ever be. I like it if I'm streaming it, obviously. Was answering Ark's question. He asked, what do you think of the game so far? I like it. It was fun. And the person attacking her. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. How do you know she was a defendant? Huh? Well, you know, she had a girlish physique, women know these things. Look, I just know, okay? There's only one person to say the crime with a short, girlish figure. The testimony is bulletproof, Your Honor. He's right. I question the testimony. Hold on a minute. That testimony stinks. What? Miss May, I'm willing to bet that you're lying. Are you really telling the truth? Did you really see the defendant? Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this? Yeah, what's the meaning? Somebody tell me because I'm close about this, I mean. Okay. If you had really witnessed my client, my affair, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. Oh. No one wears clothes like that on a daily basis except her. I'm no expert in fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. However, the witness doesn't mention neither of these things. The testimony is bogus, but still, we don't know if she was dressed that way that night of the murder. She was, Your Honor. I saw her, and so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May? What are you trying to say, you mean lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all the trifling little details were necessary, darling. Miss May, the court would like you to reign to please omit nothing in your testimony. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'll be a good... Ugh. Your testimony again, if you would. Damn, I almost had her.
I'll be a good girl.
Oh, she's adding to the testimony now. Okay. I did see everything I did. The victim, the woman, dodged to the left. Why did I say to the left? That clearly shows her moving right. The victim, the woman, dodged the first and second ring off to the right. Then the girl and the hippie clothes ran after her. And she hit her with the weapon. I saw it. I did. That clock, you can't stand anything to think or anything? How did you know about that? How do you fucking know about that? You could not possibly... Like, is this bitch, like, from, like, fucking, like... Oh my god, I'm trying to think of the movie. It was... He's a really terrible actor. And he was that one kid in the Transformers movies who could not act to save his life. Or he overacts and it's just always really bad. But there was a movie where he was just under house arrest and he was just looking... At from everywhere with like binoculars, and he witnesses someone I believe it was like a house breaking, possible like assault and stuff. But oh my god, he could not act. It's like
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's like does this bitch have binoculars looking at this exact moment of time just for all these details? And if so, it's like really weird. That should say a lot. I wish you had been so detailed from the beginning. Please begin the cross-examination. Oh, you saw me then too. Of course. I do remember that Spiky or anywhere. Spiky? The witness will refrain from personal attacks and defenses concerning. Oh, was that bit... Oh. Fucking, she should be going. She should the one be on trial right now. I would fucking let.
On trial.
No, not as a witness, but like as it's like no, this bitch is guilty. She's guilty of being a thought. The victim, the woman, dodged the first, second, ran to the right. To the right, as in your right, as in you look from the hotel. Which hand do I hold my knife in again? Right, it was my right hand. Right? Satisfied, Mr. Wright? Please continue. Hold on, let me look at... Okay, she definitely dodged to the right, but she died in the middle, so... I don't fucking know. Really? Okay. convenient for you to remember her hippie clothes. That's what that's what she was wearing. And her hair was all done up like a bun. What happened then? She hit her with the weapon, I saw it. Where did the weapon come from? She picked it up from the desk. What sort of weapon was it? That clock. How would you know it's a clock though? Hey, clock. Didn't this come up in another testimony recently? Well, don't look so sour, Mr. Lawyer. You can't win them all. I have a feeling I'm onto something now. That clock on the kind of statue in the thinking. Hey, clock. There's no way she could have seen everything. There's fucking no way. The evidence clearly reveals the contradiction of the statement, Your Honor. How exactly are the evidence of the statement just now related? Darren, are they? Oh, fucking hell, are you serious?
Think about it, Chris.
She would not be able to see into that whole ass room. That's why I'm just like, how do you see everything?
Oh, think about it, Chris.
I did. It doesn't make sense to me. Like, again, just look at the thing.
It's almost like you should think about it.
I did think about it. So the light is.
I think it's time to think about it.
Bitch, don't tell me what to do. No, because she died like right in the middle there. But she can only see in this very narrow cone. So how could she possibly...
You should turn your head and think about the time.
Oh, I can't see the autopsy time. I did see everything I did. That weapon, nice dodge. There isn't. Yeah, I wouldn't even know that. But the reason that I said that's like, how would you even see the statue being picked up? It just doesn't make sense to me.
But at the same time, how do you know it's a clock?
Yeah, that's true. It's me. What you said just now was quite revealing. Revealing? Oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you? You just said the statue was a thing for the clock. But there is no way of knowing that just by looking at it. Another person in much the same position as you recently called this a clock too. And he was found guilty of murder. Order! Miss May, can you explain how you know this was a clock? The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns. Yes, of course. You'll withdraw your questions today. But questions are all I have, Your Honor. And as you know, I've caught murderers with these questions before. Only once. Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness. Whew. That was close. If you stopped me there, this trial would be over. Huh? What? So what happens now? What happens now is you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock? What? That's... because I heard it? Yes, I heard it say the time. So, you've been in the law offices of Faye and Company. No? Hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room. A lot of the fan company where the murder took place is very close to the hotel. No, what the fuck? They're across the street. How do you... Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied? No, Your Honor. I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because you couldn't have heard it. It couldn't have rung. Your Honor, members of the court, it is inconceivable that the... It's empty. It's empty. That clock is missing its clockwork. How could you possibly? Just take a look right now. Oh! See anything interesting, Your Honor? It's as the defense says. This clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this? Because as you can see, the clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big fat liar. Fat? Well, Miss May, just quite a show you put on, for us, Mr. Wright. You knew the clock was empty. Somehow you knew. I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty, as you say. It can't ring. However, when was the clockwork removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there is no contradiction. That's true. But we have the evidence on the phone.
Good thing you have the phone.
Oh, they're right next to each other? Interesting. I just looked at the chat. Eric says it's not across the street, it's right next to each other. That's still like weird. The clock.
I still doubt you could have heard it.
Right? Like, why would you have your law firm walls so thin that the hotel next to you can hear you? It doesn't make sense from a construction standpoint, especially where such confidential information is constantly in and out of. Looks like mine has been empty after she heard it. But that's exactly what happened, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, could you prove the clock was removed? Actually, I can. Oh, impossible, of course. Untrue. I have proof. What? Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening. And now I'll show you what proof I have. Wait, I'm getting so tongue-tied. And now I'll show you the proof you like so much. The evidence that proves what the clock was removed is... Let's see... Yep, that's it. Take a look at this. This is a very cute cell phone. Oh, you have a girly phone. Wait, this isn't my phone. Listen. This is the defendant's cell phone, and it contains a recording. A recording of the conversation he had with the victim the day before. Order! The defendant's cell phone? This wasn't brought to my attention. Oh my god, space. I'm going to overlook it. That good detective better remember he's up for evaluation soon. I gotta say, I'm starting to feel bad for the big fella. Let's hear the conversation. So you just want me to hold on to the thinker for you then? If you could. I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take out the clockwork. Sorry. Your Honor, I think this makes it clear the clockwork's already gone by the time this was recorded. Which was well before the witness arrived at the hotel. Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know that weapon was a clock? Well, Well, isn't it obvious? I saw the clock before. What store was it again? I go to so many. Oops, I forgot. So the ones I've seen it before, that would make sense. Does the defense have any objections to Wright? Yes. The witness claims she has seen it before, but this charge encounters a piece of sorry submission to court. Well then, let's see it. Let's produce the evidence that will prove the witness has not seen the clock. Made by Larry Butts. It's simple. This clock was never in any store ever. What? A friend of mine made that clock. Only 2 exist in the world. And that one that isn't here is in police custody. Impossible. Everything is sold in stores. Miss May, I think it's a high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Oh!
Damn.
Oh, excuse. This is not on sale today. Oh. 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 What the fuck is this JoJo face? What did you, porcupine head? That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it and she should die for it. Die! Whoa! Let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law and the witnesses will remain calm. Oh? Oh, silly me. Did I, like, lose it? I guess I did. Scary. Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know the weapon was a clock? Fucking JoJo-ass face. It's killing me. I love it. Oh dear. Does the defense have an opinion on this behavior? Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. In April, May, you knew the weapon was a clock because you had heard about it. The witness had never held the clock in her hands. However, she did heard that it was a clock. She heard. That is correct, Your Honor. There is no other way she could have known to think it was a clock. And I can show you the proof she was wiretapped. Well, this is interesting. Let's see it then. Show me the evidence to prove the witness had heard the murder weapon. Fucking wiretapped. Have a look at this. Oh, that's... I found this maze room. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is. Miss April May, you were tapping the victim, Miss Mia Faye's phone, were you not? Oh! Your Honor, this is irrelevant. How is that irrelevant? You don't wiretap! Like, this is illegal as shit! I'm not entirely sure that it is. Objection overruled. It troubles me that the witness was in possession of a wiretap. This is outrageous. Does the defense truly claim that the witness was tapping her phone? Absolutely. Even if that was the case, which is not, we still have not witness. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone? Can you prove that? I think not. Oh yeah? I think I can. It's simple. What? Here's my proof. The proof that the victim said on the phone that the weapon was a clock. It's literally in the fucking thing. I present the defense cell phone. Yes, we've seen that. Listen once more to the conversation. If we use a wiretap to listen to this conversation, that's how you need to think with a clock. Am I wrong? Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer. Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May. Shut up, all of you. What gives you the right to talk to me like that? You lawyer. It's not fair, all of you ganging up on me like that. Oh, so I'm the bad girl, is that it? Is that it? She's crying.
Damn.
Arrested the real Miss April May. No. Now to deal with the final blow. Why the wiretap? Why did you tap her phone? Answer the question. Do I have to? Yes, you're in a fucking court of law. Isn't this a murder trial? Isn't this stupidity tapping her irrelevant? She's already saying exactly what Edward wants her to say. Miss May, you are tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant. While the court does condone the defense's tone of voice, he has a point. Well, Miss May, do you have an explanation for the court? Can you prove you had nothing to do with this murder, even though you tapped her phone? Huh. I'd like to see her pull that off. Mr. Blair, I saw the evil grin. You were probably thinking, I like to pull that off, weren't you? Damn, she's good. Well, you were not the first man who's thought that, and of course, I can't as well. You can't be serious, no way. Way, I say way. Oh, nice shirt. I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer. Okay, so the killing happened around 9 p.m. at night. Why, that's just when I was getting room service from the sweet bellboy. Room service? Iced coffee, I believe it was. Iced coffee, you know, like normal coffee but cold. If you could drink it quick, the ice melts and you could have a regular cold coffee. Iced coffee. Think I'm making this up? Ask the bellboy. Ergo, the witness was not on the scene at the time of the murder. So, where does this leave us? It's my greatest pleasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's telephone. However, that is a separate crime with no bearing on the current. It's still a fucking criminal offense, dude. Like, you don't just... Her testimony stands.
You're guilty.
Maya Fey committed murder. No, they're going to let her just rot. There's no way I could win this unless I type in the space and murder somehow. Well, does the defense have anything to say? Well, come on, think of something. Hold the bellboy as a witness? Let's make a save. Alright, on with the cross-examination. What exactly do you have left to examine, Mr. Wright? Therefore, has administered the wiretap, yes. But there's no relevance to his hand murder. There's no way you could prove any connection. Uh-oh, thanks. But I'm not out of evidence. Then I believe the cross-examination of Mr. Edwards. Does the prosecution have any other witnesses to call? None, Your Honor. She's the last. What that means? Why, is guilty? Wait, Your Honor? Yes, Mr. Wright. The defense would like to call the bellboy after all. As I thought. May I remind you, dear Mr. Wright, should you question the bellboy and this may alibi prove to be solid, then by default your client, Ms. Mayfair, will be pronounced guilty. Are you prepared to accept my condition, Edward? I accept, even though that's completely not how that would work at all.
Nope.
In this extreme hypothetical, it's like, okay, but if he proves something that isn't related, I could call the whole time bellboy to the stand. I believe Ray for the witness to testify. He certainly does look like a bellboy. Yes, sir. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service. That tea set looks rather heavy, so without further ado, just put it down. The witness may begin this testament. Very good, sir. I am the head bellboy at the fine Gatewater Hotel, in business for 4 generations. I believe I received a call after 8 p.m. in the evening from our guest, Miss May. Just for nice coffee and to be brought to her at 9 p.m. on the dot, sir. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course. And I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. I see, the defense may begin the cross-examination. Alright, I'm ready, I hope. This is it. If I can prove Miss May was involved with the murder now, Maya will be... If I can't, Maya will be finished. Do-do-do. What exactly is it you do at the hotel? Why, anything required of me, sir. I check in guests, I check out guests. I clean rooms, I make beds. I even deliver room service, sir. I check Miss May in personally. Are you always so prim, Mr. Wright? You'll refrain from asking frivolous questions. I believe I believe I received a call after 8 p.m. in the evening from our guest, Miss May. Are you sure it was Miss May on the phone? Absolutely, sir. How could you be so certain? I asked Miss May in person, sir. Not only did I see her in all of her stunning radiance, but I also heard her voice. And then I saw them, and them. The point being, I remember her quite well, sir. Well, what then? Yes, her nice coffee and brought her. On the dot, you say. Yes, I confirmed that detail several times. She was watching a program on TV and wished to drink after she finished it. Then comes the time for murder. That's requested precisely 9 o'clock then. Precisely, exactly, and most definitely, sir, 9 p.m. How could you be so sure? I was quite insistent that it be brought then. Oh, bellboy, I like... Wow, I just recalled all that.
Damn.
Something like that, sir. Therefore, I knocked on her door at the crack of 9. Why would she be so particular about the time? And I delivered the iced coffee to the guests. You're sure it was Miss April May herself? Absolutely, sir. Absolutely? Yes, sir. As in, so very absolutely, sir. It's an endearing manner of mine. You're so very certain. Well, when I brought to the room service, sir, the guest, sir, favored me with an embracer, sir. Embracer. Is that the French for embrace? It's French for kiss, sir. It's not a French kiss, sir. More of a peck at the cheek. Why would she have done that? I believe perhaps she was momentarily swayed by my prim demeanor, sir. The moment I shall never forget, sir. Something fishy to me. I think our Miss May was up to something and wanted to double to remember her. It's no good. There's nothing there. But it... Just... Finally, you understand. This double has absolutely no reason to lie. Now, if you have any decency, you will end this rather tedious cross-examination here. It was a bit tedious. The witness may leave us and I can't let this happen, can I? Protest. Wait. Please wait. Yes, the defense have something to add. One last question. Let me ask one last question. Your Honor, I must object. The charade of justice has gone on long enough. Now, Mr. Edgeworth. Alright, Mr. Wright. I'll give you one more question, that's all. Okay. This is really it. Now this is my last chance. What do I ask him about? Bed making stood out as well. I remember examining the bed. I'm gonna make one more save because critical junction and all. Bed making. Bed making. Tell me about making beds that day. I was wondering what you're going to ask, but bed making a new low. Now, Mr. Edgeworth. The witness will answer the defense's question. Yes, sir. Well, it was quite like any other day's bed making. I changed the sheets and pillowcases, and then I proceeded to make the bed. I had to bring 2 pillows, of course. They're quite light, you see. I see. Thank you. Pillows for 2. Oh boy. What did you just say? Yes, pillows are light, sir. Oh boy, tell us the truth now. Was someone else staying in this maze room? I object. That was objectionable. Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question. Yes, I see. Why did you not mention this in your testimony? Well, sir, you see her. You didn't ask. Nice try. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention. Ah, yes, quite, indeed. It was the barrister there, Mr. Edgeworth, who... He asked me not to mention if I wasn't supposed to ask, sir. Ugh. You fool. Wait, was he sleeping with her? I've done it, I've won. Miss April May checked into a twin room with a man, correct? Yes, sir. Then, when you brought the room service, you didn't see the man in the room. That's right, sir. Your Honor, we have just learned of another person involved who may have been the murderer. In light of this fact, I hold that it is impossible to judge the defendant. Would you agree, Mr. Edgeworth? And who, Mr. Wright, who was this other person? Simple, it was... Man with Miss April? Was Miss May. The man who checked in with Miss May. Oof. Your Honor, since Producer billed Miss April was tapping the victim's phone, that Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder. My, what a convenient little setup, but it's too late. Too late. I suppose you'd like that it was too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of the other man from this court. Oof. Upstart. Amateur. These accusations are ludicrous. Enough. The court acknowledges the defense's argument. I expect the prosecution and defense to look into this matter fully. Am I understood? Yes. Yes, Your Honor. This is all for today for the trial of Maya Fey. Court is adjourned. Fuck, that's quite a case.
Yep. And there's still more.
Defendant lobby number 1. Yes. Mr. Wright, you are amazing in there. Really? I think I might be your newest fan. Oh, I was just doing my job, you know. Then again, the other attorney was pretty cool too. Huh? That face of his with his eyes wide and trembling lips. It sends shivers up my spine. If you say so. So what happens with me? Do I get to go home now? Well... No, I don't think so, not yet. Oh, I see. I got a great lead in today's trial. A lead? That man with Miss May, he's the key. Oh, I get it. What happened to Miss May after that anyway? I heard they arrested her. I guess she learned her turns won't work on everyone. She's probably at the detention center now. I may have to go down there later. Anyway, this case is far from closed. Yes, sir. I'm going to find out more about this man. Do you think he was the one who... Maybe so. sis. Don't worry, I'll find him by tomorrow, I promise. I'm counting on you. I asked for a full record of April May's testimony. I thought it might come in handy during the trial tomorrow. But now that I have it, I'm not so sure. Most of her testimony was all lies. In fact, there's only one part that has been stricken from the record. The victim dodged an attack to the right, but she was caught and struck. I don't know how much good this will do me at all now. Anyway, time to hit the pavement and do some investigating. Maya doesn't belong in the detention center, and it's up to me to set her free. Oof. My throat is...
I'm for a break, it sounds like.
Oh yeah, I need a break. My throat is just... Ugh. Okay. The visitor's room. Do. Okay, I'm just looking at the chat really quick because my throat is like, Okay, let me... I'm gonna just handle this data. Speaking for Evercare would be terrible for your throat. Yes, it would. Here to do. Let me refresh my the YouTube thing itself because it says only been streaming for 5 minutes. Like that'd be quite a 2 hours. Just waiting for everything to load in. Oh my god, my throat. Hey, why is people... Yeah, it's just memes. I'm not looking at all that right now. I'm just... Do. Yeah, as I've been speaking for a long fucking time.
Oh yeah.
Counter. I think I do need a bit of a break. Like court, let's take a recess.
Okay.
So I'm probably gonna stop for right now because my throat is fucking it's done. Maybe I'll do more tomorrow or a day after, give like my throat a day to recover. I'm having fun with this. Because it's just like, okay, you have to find discrepancies and match it there to point out the hole in the logic being used or the outright lie. I think that's pretty good. I've done stuff like that for years when I had to help with a lot of writing. There was a point where you had to look at things and match discrepancies, and sometimes the logic of the character, their headspace, why a character might suspect they're lying, and of course you have to point out from where they're sitting with the information that they have why they could draw that conclusion, and I helped with those types of exercises. Since high school, I helped with other people getting into writing as well as structuring scenes, and stuff like this is pretty typical, so it feels very much like reverse script writing. And I'm like, this is kind of fun because I'm the one taking it apart instead of me helping point to stuff. It's like I'm the one actually solving it. So I'm like, that's actually kind of fun to do. So I'm probably gonna stop for right now because like I need a break.
Alright.
But I hope you guys had fun. If you liked it, be sure. Well, if you enjoyed what you watched, be sure to leave a like. It's not really a big channel, and I don't plan to ever be a big channel, but who knows?
Maybe someday.
Maybe. It lets me know that you guys are enjoying what you're watching. And of course, thanks for attending and whatnot. But I need to stop for right now for my own well-being because my throat is just... Because before I even got streaming, it was like an hour of just making sure I'm getting subs. Like, oh, it's like, why am I having problems? And you wouldn't believe the simple solution. It was literally just to sign out of YouTube from Streamlabs and then sign back in because I'm guessing it had to refresh the settings. And then it completely changed how I had to set it up to much more simpler. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? like you wouldn't know how pissed I was.
Very.
Ben was just listening to me for like an hour, like just constant regurgitation of anger. It was crazy. And now that like actually I'm like, oh, like this is fun. But I wish it wasn't like an hour of setup for something that only took me like a 2-minute video told me what to do. I was pissed. But this was fun. I want to thank our the moderator Axel X Gabriel for gifting me this game. I knew I was gonna like it. I just like it was a matter of like when am I gonna play it. But maybe this makes up for us not doing our Divinity sessions. But I'll be in the chat. Have a good night. And thank you for attending. Oh, and keep me updated on audio quality because I need to know like what's at its best and what isn't because there are a lot of variables I need to keep track of for video integrity. Balance, I should say. A good balance is good for integrity. But enough of me mumbling and rambling. Good night. I'll probably do this, I want to say Saturday night because I'm fucking taking Friday for my voice to recover. Because I haven't done this type of long-winded style talking in a while, so I need to get used to it again from doing this game. Otherwise I would do a longer session. That being said, good night.